and welcome to my boudoir. So today I thought I would do a video, a little tutorial covering the instructions on how to cover your eyebrows and how to glue on lashes. Many people ask me about this, even though there are hundreds of different videos on YouTube of how to do this, but some of them are not clear, or you can get bits from them from one video and then some from another and blah blah blah, or you might just not like who's doing it. So despite all this coronavirus and seclusion and everything else that has been boring me to death, I thought I'd do something a little colourful. So, do enjoy. Okay, so for eyebrow colour, first of all going in with a very controversial product at the moment. And then just putting it onto a little cotton pad. And swiping it across the eyebrows. Doing that will just remove all the oil from the skin so that when you put the glue on it, it will adhere to it properly and it won't peel off and melt, much like my daughters did in 2017, that big gay day. And then using the purple glue stick. Always use this one personally because it's just whatever I followed before and that's what they used, and it just works perfectly every time. And just really smashing it into the hair on the brows. And going back and forth. And get quite a lot onto it. And then using a pintle comb, which is normally a bit cleaner than this. You just need to fan out. So you're fanning it out like that way, up, 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 up and out. And then dry it. Using the hairdryer, I have it on the coldest heat, but you can have it quite fast. Got on cold. And then just repeat. Going against the grain. And then back in with the direction of the hair. When doing a second layer or a third layer, you really need to make sure that the layer beforehand is really dry, that it feels crusty in a way. Otherwise, it will just build up. It will never dry. It will never set. And then by the time you're putting contour on or foundation, it will just go all gunky and it will look like you're melting. So after however many layers of glue you need, making sure that it's pretty much now dry, might be a little bit tacky, I'm going to use like a clown white. It's just a bit thicker than the coverage you get from baby powder. Just to set and kind of fill in the gaps. So you can tell when it's covered enough and you haven't got any little hairs sort of coming through, because even after a few layers you might get some that just resist the glue. But that looks pretty good. You can always go back in with the hairdryer once you've put the powder on, just to make sure that it really has, the cold has really set it properly. And then going to take a little bit of foundation, which is slightly lighter than what I'd use for my entire face. And just blend that over the top. And then I'm just dusting a powder, a setting powder, just lightly over the top of that. So my eyebrows are covered now. I'm going to go in with another contour cream to draw the shape of my eyebrow And then we'll work on putting more cream underneath, which will then just hide that brow even more. Just don't press too hard either, else you can undo all the work you've done covering that brow. So what I've just done with the paint stick, the white paint stick, filled that all in, packed in a ton of the powder over the top. Finally, lashes. Ideally one of these, a little eyelash colour. I like to put a little bit of mascara onto my lashes beforehand. And then let that dry a little bit as well, and then curl it. Just be really careful, otherwise it can grip and stick to it, and you'll probably end up losing a few lashes if you're not careful. And then we can go in with our lashes. Once you have curled your lashes, get a pair of lashes that you adore. I like to use mine from WhatADrag, and I use ones called Femme Top. And they look like this. They're very glittery and gorgeous, gorgeous lashes. I'm going to use some old ones that I've already had kicking around, just waiting to give me an eye infection. My glue is actually really running out. It looks more like porridge. It's not nice. Okay, so apply the glue to the lash, and then what you can do, I'm just going to show you. You almost do that with the lash, and it will just help with the shape. When you come to put it on your eye, it will just fit a lot better. Just let it dry a little bit as well, else it will just fall off your face. And then I'm going to try and start from the inner corner of the eye, of the upper lid. And then it's just adjusting them really until you feel comfortable with them. Mine are never right close in here, but as long as they're even. Lashes annoy me endlessly, but I just do, honestly, whatever you can. And even using the flat end of my tweezers to just push the end up. Just like that. Right, and then you can always go in with more mascara. Okay, so that's my lashes finished. You can take some adjusting, and I didn't say actually, when they actually arrive, they can be quite large, so I always end up cutting out a little bit of the centre, otherwise they're just too big, they just look too big on me, but it depends how big your face is, they might fit you perfectly. So I will just finish off the rest of my face and get changed, and then you can see how we look. So here is my finished look in all its glory. My eyebrows are covered, my eyelashes are stuck, and my wig is pink. So anyway, I hope you found that enjoyable and hopefully useful. Let me know what you think. Please like it and share it and tell everyone about it. And hopefully I'll be doing something again soon. Thank you.